What's happening, sports fans? We welcome you back to another edition of San Diego Prep Insider. This time we are joined by a football commit from Steele Canyon. His name is Major Gibbons. He's committed to Montana State. What's going on, my man? Congratulations. Thank you for being on
Thank
the
you.
show. Let's start with that decision. What ultimately made it for you?
Honestly, like that was my first offer, and then like that was a big offer for me too. Like Montana State, a big running back school, run the ball heavy. It's a great school. They've had a great record for the past couple of years, always in championships, and then the great communities out there. And then Montana's a beautiful place out there too. And like after I laid out all my options, and then compared to everything else, like that was at the top for me, honestly.
So I do always have to ask, being a Southern California native myself, for kids that are going to places with all of the different seasons, have you been in the winter yet, or has it only been like
Yeah.
pristine summer visits?
I was originally born in Texas, so like I've been in the snow, like been deep in the snow, been in the winter, like I've been in the cold, so it wouldn't be an issue for me.
And going to high school out here in San Diego hasn't softened you up enough. You still are game for it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm still good for it.
So you talk about running back heavy. You are in the conversation the last 3 years ultimately as one of the better, more productive backs across a variety of styles of play here in San Diego. What do you hope to bring to the Montana State team? What kind of running do you want to be known for?
I just want to be known as that running back that was like that could do it all. That's like very versatile, catch up the backfield, elusive, but can also hit hard at the same time. Like just have like all the trades, like all the kicks of the trade, pretty much. And like I'm just not like a one trick pony, and I can just do it all basically.
So you talk about both ends of the spectrum, a nice catch, being able to break one for like 40 or 60 yards, or like a hard hit to get those extra couple yards. What is the best feeling as a running back? Is it that like complete owning of a linebacker and pushing him back only a couple yards, but knowing that you're like, yeah, man, I beat you? Or is it busting someone's ankles to house a touchdown, kind of or something in between? What's the best feeling for you on the field?
I honestly feel like it's like a little bit of both. Like if you get that big run, and then like because like if you break shakes want to get that big run, like that like gets the whole team hype with like you personally like one on one with someone, like if you run someone over and like you see it in their eyes, like and they know like they just like they can't take any more hits like that, and like it's gonna be a tough game for them. And I just like that look makes me happy. Like when you see that in their eyes type of thing. Like that you're beating, like you can just you're beating them mentally and physically, and like like you're gonna break after that too, on top of that.
The hashtag that we're trying to get started as a show is hashtag low key out for blood this season. And that seems kind of like just a little bit of low key blood there when you're trying to throw those
A
pads
little
over the
bit.
middle. That also seems like maybe a metaphor for Steele Canyon football in general. So if you don't mind, let's talk a little bit about this coming season. You guys seem to perennially be that team that is just on that cusp of D1 and open, and you play the toughest schedule, but you don't get necessarily like the hype and credit for it always. It would seem you're
Exactly.
not in Western League, you're not Helix, and no disrespect to any of those schools, but like when you're always losing or winning by a touchdown because you have a ton of close games with all of these big time teams, it seems like though you guys wouldn't want it any other way. What's that mentality like for you guys?
Like for us, like knowing that we like always have a bunch of close games, like it honestly like it pushes us to like get us to that open spot so we can finally get recognized. So like we've been working for the past couple of years to like because like we're right on the borderline edge of that, like you said. So like that puts the fire in us because everyone thinks, oh, they're not that good. Look at the record, da 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 da. I'm like, look at the teams we play and look how close the scores are. Like, if you really look into it and look at the stats, then you really understand. But like, people just look at the broad aspect of it, basically.
Yeah, you see some of the teams with similar, if not even records as you guys in different leagues getting a lot more credit or allowance
Exactly.
for their losses. That has to frustrate, but also motivate you guys a little bit.
Yeah.
So what is the mentality going into this season right now? Where are you guys at, level of prep wise? It's scrimmage week. What is the vibe at training camp been?
Our coach has been serious on us. We're all fired up for this scrimmage in the next tomorrow. Actually, we're all fired up for it. And yeah, like we were honestly angry last season because like yeah, we heard all the talk, thinking like oh like I've seen all other teams like you said D2 D3 have the same records as us, but like oh they're way better, they should be up here, but then we have the same thing. They think we should be in D2 or something. So yeah, our entire team's fired up. We got something to prove, and we're just ready for this season, honestly.
Any good Coach Longerbone stories you can tell us? Because I know he's got that gruff, grizzled, football coach exterior, but I also know he's, kind of a funny dude on the low key end. Anything you're willing to share with us?
No, it's been a couple of times because like he was serious this season. Like we were like doing 7-on-7. Like we were honestly struggling like at our corner spots, and then like there was a tournament. There was a tournament to where like one of our corners got like on it to like 50 plus points put on his head, and then like the next day at practice, coach chewed out the entire like defensive core like for like 10, 20 minutes straight, like literally 20 minutes straight, just screaming at them, and then like it like from a broader aspect, like it looked like it was the entire defensive core, but you could tell like the specific person it was at the same time, and everyone's just looking around. And then he made him run. He almost made the kid quit at one point. I was just like, dang, like coach is like actually serious about it right now.
Coach also, though, has bred a lot of success out of that. We saw a state
Oh,
championship
most definitely. Yes.
prior to the pandemic, and it sounds like you guys are on a mission this year. Let's look at the schedule, and we'll have all the information in the description as to where you can catch all these games. You guys, I'll read through it once, play Heritage, then Madison, San Marcos, St. Augustine, Lincoln, Cathedral Catholic, San Clemente, Helix, Granite Hills, Grossmont. That's kind of all gas, no breaks right there for the whole season.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
outside of league, is there a game that you guys have circled right now, or you even personally have circled that you're like, that's a good coming out party for us? We're certainly looking at that one as a chance for us to show what we're capable.
I feel like our first game of the season, honestly, Heritage, like that's a good start for us. Like not too hard, like not super challenging to where like we're not prepared enough and don't like have enough like hits under our belt yet. But like I feel like Heritage would be a good start, and it's the beginning of the season too. So I know me personally, I'm ready for that, and I believe my teammates are too. So that's a good start.
Are we talking like you're going to be able to guarantee 100+ yards, or do you not want me putting that juju out into the universe right
Oh,
now?
easy, 100 plus yards every game. That's a minimum. That's a
That's a
minimum.
minimum, but we'll have that as the next hashtag after low key out for blood. That's a minimum.
Exactly.
Uh,
Minimum.
you guys are known also as kind of having some of the coolest uniform combos. You got kind of the burgundy red, you've got the blue, you've got a lot of different combos. Anything new this year? Anything special that you guys are going to rock or debut that you really like?
We want to start wearing like black accents because a lot of the time we wear white, but we're talking with coach. She's going to start letting us like wear a little bit of black more often. And I believe with the fundraising going on, we might be able to get new jerseys too. So yeah,
What is your favorite of all the different looks that you guys rock?
for me, it's the home burgundy jerseys. I love those. I love the burgundy.
And that's with burgundy pants too, yes?
Yes, sir.
Let me see if I have that look. We will pull that one up on the screen right here. That is these
Yes,
sorry
sir.
for it being out of focus, but you guys can see it on his Instagram at Major Givens 247. You can follow him also on Twitter, Major Givens 247. Major, thank you so much for being on with us. We really look forward to you guys coming in studio. You have to now come sign the studio wall now that you are officially committed. So we will have we'll have them in studio. Be on the lookout for that interview. We'll have all the information, like we said, as to where you can follow them all season long, catch some of their games. I do recommend if you're going to drive out to the games, be there early because Steele Canyon is notoriously known as one of the harder parking situations to get in and out of pre and post game. So make sure you get there early. Come enjoy the nice sunset out there and watch some Major Givens action this season. Thank you very much for tuning in on another episode of San Diego Prep Insider. We'll talk to you guys soon.